Wimpy Kid. And, well, let's start. Saturday. Well, the first week of school is finally over, so today I slept in. Most kids wake up early on Saturday to watch cartoons or whatever, but not me. The only reason I get out of bed and all on weekends is because eventually I can't stand the taste of my breath anymore. Unfortunately, Dad wakes up at 6 a.m. in the morning no matter what day of the week it is, and he's not real considerate of the fact that I'm trying to enjoy my Saturday like a normal person. Bro, I didn't have anything to do today, so I headed up to Rolly's house. And Rolly is technically my best friend, but that is definitely subject to change. I've been avoiding Rolly since the first day of school when he did something that really annoyed me. We were getting all our stuff from our lockers at the end of the day, and Rolly came up to me and said, "Want to come over to my house and play?" I have told Rolly at least 1 billion times that now we're in middle school, so you're supposed to say hang out and not play. But no matter how many noogies I give him, he always forgets the next time. I've been trying to be a lot more careful about my image ever since I go to middle school, but having Rolly around is definitely not helping. I met Rolly a few years ago when he moved to my neighborhood, and his mom bought him this book called How to Make Friends in New Places, and he came to my house trying all these dumb gimmicks. Knock knock. Huh? Thermos. Excuse me? There must be some way to tickle your funny bone. Say what? I guess I kind of felt sorry for Rolly, so I decided to take him under my wing. It's been great having him around, mostly because I get to use all the tricks Roderick pulled on me. Did you know that if your hand is bigger than your face, it's a sign of low intelligence? Really? Ha! Gotcha! Whack! But do I have low intelligence? Let me check again. Monday. You know how I said I play sorts of pranks on Rolly? Well, I have a little brother named Manny, and I could never get away with pulling any stuff on him. Mom and Dad protect Manny like he's a prince or something, and he never gets in trouble, even when he really deserves it. Yesterday, Manny drew a self-portrait on my bedroom door with permanent markers. I thought Mom or Dad are really going to let him have it, but as usual, I was wrong. Aww. But the thing that bugs me the most about Manny is the nickname that he has for me. When he was a baby, he couldn't pronounce brother, so he started calling me Bubby. And he still calls me that now, even though I keep trying to get Mom and Dad to make him stop. Luckily, none of my friends have found out yet, but believe me, I had a lot of really close calls. Hey, this one says it's to Bubby. Yeah, it must be a mistake. Well, Mom makes me help Manny to get ready for school in the morning, and after I make Manny his breakfast, he carries his cereal bowl to the family room and sits on his plastic potty. C is for cookie, and the cookie is for me. Ha! When it's time to him to go to daycare, he gets up and dumps whatever he didn't eat right in the toilet. My mom's getting me about not finishing my breakfast, but if she had to scrape cornflakes out of the bottom of plastic potty every morning, she wouldn't have much of an appetite later. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm super good at video games. I bet I can beat anyone in my grade head to head. Unfortunately, my dad does not exactly appreciate my skills. He's always getting me going out and doing something active. So tonight, after dinner, when Dad started to hassling me about going outside, I tried to explain how video games, you can play sports like football or soccer. You don't even have to get all hot and sweaty. But as usual, my dad didn't see my logic. Dad is a pretty smart guy in general, but when it comes to common sense, sometimes I wonder about him. I'm sure Dad wouldn't dismantle my game system. He could figure out how to do it. But luckily, the people who made this thing make them parent-proof. Dad nabbed these fancy gadgets. Every time Dad kicks me out of the house to do something sporty, I just go up to Rolly's and play my video games there. But unfortunately, the only games I can play at Rolly's are car racing games and stuff like that. Whenever I bring the game up to Rolly's house, his dad looks at some parents' website, and any game has any kind of fighting or violence in it, he won't let us play. I'm getting a little sick of playing Formula 1 racing with Rolly, because he's not a serious gamer like me. All that you do to beat Rolly is name your car something ridiculous at the beginning of the game. And then when you pass Rolly's car, he'll just fall into pieces. Bad fart ahead! Wahahaha! Anyway, I got done mopping the floor with Rolly today. I headed home. I read through the neighbor's sprinklers a couple of times to make it look like I was sweaty, and that seemed to do the trick for Dad. But my trick kind of backfired because as soon as Mom saw me, she made me go upstairs and take a shower. I guess Dad has been pretty happy to himself for making me go outside yesterday because he did it again today. It's getting really annoying to have to go up to Rolly's every time I want to play a video game. There's this weird kid named Friendly who lives halfway between my house and Rolly's, and Friendly is always hanging out in his front yard. So it's pretty hard to avoid him. Want to see my secret freckle? No thanks. Friendly is my phys ed class in school, and he has this whole made-up language. Like when he needs to go to the bathroom, he says, "Juice! Juice!" Us kids pretty much figured out Friendly by now, but I don't think the teacher have really caught on it yet. Okay, kid, gee whiz. Today I probably have gone up to Rolly's in my own way because my brother Roderick had his band practices down in the basement. Roderick's band is really awful. I can't stand being home when they're having rehearsals. His band is called Loaded Diaper, and it's only spelled Loaded Dipper on Roderick's band. But you might think that he spelled it that way to make it look cooler, but if I bet you told Roderick how Loaded Diaper really spelled, it will be a really big news to him. Dad was against the idea for Roderick to start his band, but Mom was all for it. She's the one who bought Roderick his first drum set. I think Mom had this idea that we were going to learn to play instruments and then become one of those family bands that you see on TV. Dad really hates heavy metal, and that's what the music Roderick and his band play. I don't think Mom really cares about the Roderick plays or listens to, because to her all music are the same. In fact, earlier today, Roderick was listening to his CD in family room, and his mom came in and started dancing. That really bugged Roderick, so he drove off to the store and came back 15 minutes later with some headphones. And that pretty much took care of the problem. Thursday. Yesterday, Roderick got a new heavy metal CD, and it has those parental warning stickers on it. I've never gotten to listen to one of those parental warning CDs because Mom and Dad never let me buy them at the mall. I realized the only way to let a chance to listen to Roderick's CD if I snuck it out of the house. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rolly and told him to bring his CD player to school. Then I went down to Roderick's room and took the CD off his rack. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school, so we had to wait to use it until lunch and let the teachers let us outside. As soon as we got to a chance, me and Rolly snuck around the back of school and loaded up with Roderick's CD. But Rolly forgot to put the batteries in his CD player, so it's pretty much worthless. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. The object is to put the headphones on your head and try to shake it off without using your heads. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. But I had the the record with 7.5 seconds, but I think I must shook some of my feelings loose in that one. Right in the middle of our game, Miss Craig came around the corner and caught us red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out. But when she thinks she has the wrong idea about what we're doing there, she started telling us how rock and roll is evil and how is it going to ruin our brains. We're going to tell her that there were even any batteries in the CD player, but I tell she didn't want to be interrupted. I just waited until she was done and I said, "Yes, ma'am." But right when Miss Craig was telling us to go, Rolly started blubbering about he doesn't want rock and roll to ruin his brains. Honestly, sometimes I don't know about that boy. Friday. Well, I've gone and done it. Last night, everyone was in bed, so I snuck out downstairs to listen to Roderick's CD on the stereo in the family room. I put the Roderick's new headphones and cranked the volume really high, and I hit play. At first, just let me say that I can actually definitely understand why they put the parental warning sticker on the CD, but I only got to hear about 30 seconds on the first song before I got interrupted. Turns out I didn't have the headphone plugged into the stereo, so the music is actually coming through the speakers, not the headphones. Dad marched me up to my room and shut the door behind him, and he said, "Let's you and me have a talk, friend." Whenever Dad says friend that way, you know that you're in trouble. The first time Dad ever said friend to me like that, I didn't get that he was being sarcastic, so I kind of let my guard down. I won't make that mistake anymore. Tonight, Dad yelled at me for about 10 minutes, and then he decided he'd rather be in bed than standing in the room middle with his underwear. He told me I was grounded from playing video games for 2 weeks, which is about what I expected. I guess I should be glad that's all he did. The good thing about Dad that he gets mad, he cools off really quick, and then it's over. Usually, when you mess up in front of Dad, he just throws whatever he got in hand with you. Good times to screw up, bad times to screw up. Mom has totally a different style when it comes to punishment. If you mess up and Mom catches you, the first thing that she does to take a few days to figure out what the punishment should be. And while you're waiting, you'll do all these nice things to try to get off easier. I just dusted the dining room for the heck of it. How thoughtful of you. But after a few days, when you forget that you're in trouble, that's when she lays it on you. Are you having fun? Yeah! No video games for a week. Well, let's end it here and see you next time. Bye!